Hi preschool, happy Thursday. It's Miss Ahern here and I'm ready to read you a brand new story. The title of our story is called, let's take a look at the front cover. Ready? The title is called, Maybe Something Beautiful. How Art Transformed a Neighborhood. And this is a story about a little girl who really wants to beautify her neighborhood. She wants to fill it with color and all sorts of pictures to make it beautiful. The author is F. Isabel Campoy. She wrote the words. And the illustrator is Rafael Lopez. He drew these pictures. Let's open up our story and let's look for our words. We're going to turn the page. Let's find out how this little girl makes her neighborhood beautiful. Here are the words. So when we start reading, we always read from left to right and top to bottom. So I'm going to start reading. In the heart of a gray city, there lived a girl who loved to doodle. Doodle means draw. She loved to color and paint. Every time she saw a blank piece of paper, Mira thought to herself, maybe. And because of this, her room was filled with color and her heart was filled with joy. What does Mira like to do? She loves to color. She loves to color and draw. On her way to school one day, Mira gave a round apple to Mr. Henry, the owner of the shop down the street. She gave a flower to Miss Lopez, the lady with sparkling eyes. How do you think the people feel receiving Mira's pictures, her drawings? How do you think they feel? I bet they feel very happy and probably very thankful that she gave them a drawing. She gave a songbird to Mr. Sachs and a red heart to the policeman who walked up and down the streets. On her way home, Mira taped a glowing sun onto the wall, hiding in the shadows. Her city was less gray, but not much. How is Mira making her city look less gray? How is she doing that? She's drawing very colorful pictures. Yep, beautiful, colorful pictures. And she's handing them to everybody in the community. The next day, Mira saw a man with a pocket full of paintbrushes. He gazed at the wall. He looked at her son. He held his fingers up in a square and peered through them. He said thoughtfully. What do you see? Mira asked. Maybe something beautiful, the man replied. What does Mira and the man, what are they doing? It looks like they're thinking about ways to make the neighborhood more beautiful. How do you think they're going to do that? How would you make your neighborhood more beautiful? Let's see what they do. Then just like that, he dipped a brush in the paint. Bam! Pow! The shadows scurried away. Sky blue cut through the gloom. The man's laughter was like a rainbow spreading across the sky. So he's using a lot of color to make the neighborhood more beautiful. Who are you? Mira asked. I'm an artist, he said. A muralist. Can everyone say muralist? That means I paint on walls. I'm an artist too, she told him. He handed Mira a paintbrush. Then come on. It looks like they're going to work together to paint and draw and make the neighborhood look beautiful. How did the neighborhood look at the beginning of the story? It was very gray and drab. How do you think the people in the neighborhood felt? They probably felt very sad. Now let's see what the neighborhood turns into. Mira dipped her paintbrush in the loudest color she saw. Yowie! The wall lit up like sunshine. As the man drew pictures on the bricks, Mira added color, punch, and pizzazz. Soon Mr. Sachs joined. Then came the others. Everyone painted to the rhythm. Salsa, merengue, bebop. What's happening in this part of the story? It looks like the whole community is coming together to paint and draw and make it look more beautiful. They're working together. Even Mira's mama painted and danced the cha-cha-cha. The whole neighborhood became a giant block party. Look at all of the neighbors' faces. How do you think they're feeling right now? Why do you think they're feeling so happy? Yeah, they're feeling happy because it's very colorful. The neighborhood used to be gray and drab, and that usually makes people feel very sad. But when people see color and pictures and drawings, that usually perks people up. It makes them happy. Everyone in the community is working together to beautify the neighborhood. Even the policeman walked up. "Excuse me," he said. The music stopped. Mira put down her brush. They were surely in trouble. The officer cleared his throat, then paused. "May I paint with you?" he asked. So Mira handed him a paintbrush, and the music started again. What does the policeman want? He wants to join the neighborhood in painting. Yeah, he wants to join in on the fun. Teachers and papas jumped in. Babies, too. Mira and the man handed out brush after brush. Colors spread through the street. So did joy and happiness. So what is everybody doing to make the neighborhood more beautiful? They're painting houses, like here. They're planting flowers. They're planting trees. They're making everything look very colorful and green. Wherever Mira and the man went, art followed like a string of a kite. After they colored the walls, they painted utility boxes and benches. They decorated sidewalks with poetry and shine, and everyone danced. Together, they created something more beautiful than they had ever imagined. So how did people feel at the beginning of the story? They were feeling sad. How do people feel at the end of the story? They're feeling very happy and excited. What made them feel so happy? They became happy when they saw all the colors and the beautiful drawings, and they all worked together to create those When their clothes were splattered with a million colors, everybody sat down to rest, except the muralist. Remember, he's the one who paints on walls. His eyes sparkled. "You, my friends, are all artists," he told them. "The world is your canvas." He smiled wide, then pulled everything together in big, sweeping motions. His paintbrush was like a magic wand. When he was finished, Mira added one more bird way up in the sky. Maybe, she thought. Just maybe. It looks like Mira had a vision. She had an idea of how to make her neighborhood more beautiful. What could you do to make your neighborhood more beautiful?